All right, if I can quiet the crowd down. I think we'll get going. I'll go over the items that are going to be the referendum real quickly, and then we'll have the chairs of these particular items speak. Or staff. Thanks. Anyway, the first article would be we'll choose a moderator. The second one is our comprehensive plan, which has been 4 years in the making. Article 3 is to accept grants for improvements Somerton, for improvements to the property and construction of a playground. Article 4, a multi-year contract with Weber Enterprises to locate equipment on the tower of Carey Drive. And Article 5 is to authorize the board to accept an easement from Henry Perot of Bethel Point for a dry hydrant. All right, that over with, we'll start with Al Grove, who will speak quickly about the comprehensive plan.
I got the word quickly.
It's about to set it up.
So should I look over here?
Thank you very much. Al Grove, Chair of the Comprehensive Plan Task Force, which has been going on for 4 years. If it goes on much longer, we're talking that we may have to pass this thing post-mortem, but I'm not sure. 15 people in the public have served on this board since it started. And a majority of those people have been there the entire 4 years that this was going on. So I think that's a testament to the public and the folks that signed on to do this. We've tried very hard to reach out to the public. We've done it in a variety of different ways. We have more than 50 open task force meetings open to the public. We've had 3 public hearings. We've had dozens of meetings with groups in the town over the last 4 years, including nonprofits, businesses, and other community organizations. We've met 3 times with the non-resident taxpayer group, which I found was very interesting and stimulating because there was a lot of interest there. But the bottom line is that we tried to reach out to the community in a number of different ways and involve them. And the comprehensive plan, in my view, is a reflection of the public's involvement, the public's priorities and desires. And I believe that it should be supported on November 4th, obviously. There's been a lot of effort put into it. And I would also finally say that for people who are uncertain about what's in the plan, you can find it on the town website. It's, in my opinion, fairly easy to get to on the town website. And you can review it there. There are also hard copies, paper copies, if you will, at the town office and at the libraries in the town. And I think it's also in the Curtis Library as well, but I'll have to check on that. So there are several places that you can review that. It is in the Curtis Library as well. So there are several places that people that don't like to get on a computer and squint their eyes at an electronic screen, you can come to the town office, you can go to a library and look at it in a paper version and get an idea of the scope and the depth and thought that was brought into this thing. So, with that, any questions?
Great. Yep. We'll move on to Article 3. I think Katie Neal's going to speak to this.
Good evening, Katie Neal, Rec Director. We are asking voters to allow the town to accept gifts and to apply and accept grants for the Trufant Somerton Field for improvements to the field and potentially a new playground. The field was created in 1994, and the last time we had significant improvements was in 2004. As you know, a year ago, a local group stepped forward and are spearheading the construction of a playground there to occupy younger siblings during games and practices. And we have identified other areas that we would like to potentially improve, including drainage on the field. We're actively seeking feedback from the community on what ways the community would like to recreate in that space. But to keep this project moving forward, we're asking the town to vote to allow us to start applying for grants and to start accepting donations. Any questions? Thank you.
All right, moving along. I think Mike Drake might speak to this about the use of Water Enterprises Tower for communications equipment.
Good evening, thank you for coming out. So this would be to put a communications repeater on Mike Weber's tower to improve communications in the northeast side of Great Island. In the last couple of years, the town has spent almost $300,000 improving emergency communications for first responders, for the sheriff's department, EMS, and the fire department. The improvements we've made have made a huge difference in communications. Before the changeover started, you know, there was times where we might have called for help and no one could hear us. So that's improving. All this would do is put one final repeater up in that northeast corner of town where we do have communication gaps right now. And I strongly believe that would complete our system. So we just need to rent that space. By the repeater, it's going to be, how much was the repeater? It's right around $30,000, something like that. And after we get that up, we'll do some more testing, and hopefully we don't have to come back to you guys for any more money. Any questions about the repeater? Okay, all the equipment and the repeater is $120,000 total. Questions, comments? Thank you. So as you all know, we don't have a municipal water system in town. We completely rely on water from ponds and lakes in town to be able to fight fires. That's what we did this morning. The unfortunate incident we had this morning with a fire with a fatality. All of that water is sucked out of ponds and brought to the scene. We're way too far away from Brunswick's hydrants or anything like that. With the fill-in of I can't remember the guy's name. When you first get into Cunny's Harbor, that pond on the right, we're not able to use that hydrant anymore. So the only hydrant we have currently in the Cunny's Harbor Village area is out off Oakhurst Island Road, and we just like to have a backup to that. So we've got a spot on Bethel Point Road where the people are willing to give us an easement. Once they give us the easement, we can do construction, get the dry hydrant put in, so we'll have another source of water to fight fires.
Well, that was our final referendum question. Are there any questions about anything? Nothing? Then at this point, we'll close our public hearing and head home. Yes, the November 4th letter is 2 weeks away now, so great. Anyway, see everybody then.